An elderly woman has sparked debate after she was caught on camera repeatedly feeding pigeons outside Bendemeer Market and Food Centre, despite public warnings and hygiene concerns. The incident unfolded when a resident, a 38-year-old woman named Ms. Ju, noticed the same elderly woman scattering breadcrumbs for pigeons on multiple occasions. According to Ms. Ju, she first advised the woman to stop feeding the birds, explaining that it could attract more pigeons and cause hygiene issues around the hawker centre. The elderly woman seemed to understand and stopped that day. But a few days later, Ms. Ju spotted her again, throwing pieces of bread just outside the food centre's tray return area. This time, dozens of pigeons quickly flocked to the spot, pecking at the scattered crumbs. When confronted again, the elderly woman defended her actions. She said she wasn't feeding the pigeons directly, but simply moving a piece of bread that was already lying on the ground. "I didn't bring that bread here," she explained. "The pigeons will also go hungry." Her response highlighted a common dilemma seen across Singapore: the balance between kindness to animals and maintaining cleanliness in shared public spaces. Hawkers at the Bendemeer market said they've noticed the growing number of pigeons hovering around their stalls, leaving droppings and feathers behind. Some even worry it could affect food hygiene and the overall dining environment. The market's management confirmed that they've received complaints about people feeding pigeons, especially elderly residents who may not be aware that such acts are against the law. Under the Wildlife Act, feeding pigeons in Singapore can lead to a fine of up to $10,000. Authorities have long warned that leftover food and breadcrumbs encourage pigeons to breed rapidly, creating not only cleanliness issues but also potential health risks from droppings and pests. Yet, despite these strict rules, pigeon feeding remains a recurring issue in many estates and hawker centres across the island. This incident once again highlights a question many residents have asked: should compassion ever come before the rules, especially when it comes from the elderly who might see feeding birds as an act of care? Or should we prioritise hygiene and public safety above all else? As enforcement agencies continue to balance education with penalties, one thing is clear: what might seem like a simple kind act can sometimes lead to bigger problems in a city that values cleanliness and order. If you found this story interesting, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to 2230 for more local stories that matter to Singapore.